everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Raiders going up against the Titans. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. First and 10. Here's Mariota. Throwing for his line back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they get the completion. That's good, but Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there, that sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing, and they get right into the game.
Mariota on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Offensive starters, here they are. And Delaney Walker, Charles, it's a guy that you and I said we wanted to discuss a bit.
Yeah, and we should, because remember, he came out of college as a wide receiver, so he's one of the early guys to move from a wide receiver position to tight end and still run routes as if he were a wide receiver. An excellent target.
Mariota now on second down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Bruce Irvin is an emotional, passionate player who lives to rush the quarterback.
In motion left, that's Jackson. On third down, Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And that's sack number 18 for him on the year.
Got his left. Got his left. Three down. One. Check nickel. One. Check three. Watch twist. Switch gears. One. Check.
Now a second down throw from right side caught by Jackson. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play on third down for the Titans. 47 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they send a man in motion right. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's first and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. Second down, Mariota. And this will be caught. It's Matthews for the Tennessee touchdown. Rashard Matthews there to make the grab. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And on the ground they go with a running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And Mr. Cooper, Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college, but Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
Now a play fake. Carr finding time. He's going to rifle. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Johnny Holton, 48 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And they'll send the slot in motion left. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 18 yards there and a first down.
That's the type of play there that puts a defense in a stress. Marcus Mariota on the run. You don't know whether he's going to take it downfield or throw the footballs we just saw there. And boy, was he accurate with that one.
And, you know, the Oregon coaches offered him a scholarship without ever seeing him start a game because they saw him in camp. They saw plays like that. Offered it.
He didn't start very much in high school, but he started a lot once he got to Oregon.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Second down, 8. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, Murray. They find some open field here. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
On 1st down, Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And the wideout in motion. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. And the Raiders have got him. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Jackson, the man in motion left. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong. He's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And now with the play clock about to run out, Mike Mularkey's going to use a timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Mariota. And complete. to the tight end Walker, right side. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. They'll come out in the pistol. This is Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Mariota now on second down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Vincent Jackson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, Carr. He's got time in the pocket. And his throw is incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Wesley Woodyard in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's the Raider punter Marquette King to kick it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing and then throw the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Murray the lone setback. He'll get the football here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The tight end in motion right. Second down, Mariota. Left side, caught by Matthews. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. A first down throw for Mariota. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Titans. Vincent Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. A beautiful fake. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
We ready? 5, 0.
Carr now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
We ready? 5,
Play action. Now it's Carr surveying the field. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Brian Orakpo in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on third down.
Thinking pass. They fake the blitz coming, and down he goes. Jarrell Casey in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big time pressure.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Throwing, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side.
3, 1.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And the slot man goes in motion left. Mariota finding time. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
So on fourth down, the Titans will turn it over to their punter since 2009, and that's Brett Kern. Taken from just outside the 30. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll run the counter with Murray. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Mariota now on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. Marcus Mariota, young, talented, and a big cannon for an arm.
Kind of surprises people a little bit because the first thing you think about with him maybe are his legs. But this guy not only can throw it deep, he does it with excellent touch.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Mobility, a blessing and sometimes a curse, isn't it? Because those mobile quarterbacks, they tend to think that they can make a play all the time. When they get out of the pocket, instead of sometimes eating it or just throwing it away, they try and force things a little bit and end up taking extra hits.
Yeah, paid a little bit of a price on that one. And he motions the wide receiver. They just get the play off. Now Mariota flushed out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now after the INT, it's Carr looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Carr now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on... Jeez, I don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Now a play fake here on first down. And Cook has it left side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So it'll be first down here after the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
He's going to look deep down the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
That's going to frustrate the coaching staff a little bit as they dialed up the deep shot. But they weren't on the same page on that play. Heck, I don't think they were in the same book. I think he thought he was going to do something else. Ends up throwing it over the sidelines. Well incomplete.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, they begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing, Mariota. Left side, caught by Matthews. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Third down now following the completed pass. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Halfback sent in motion. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
And there was a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Taken in at the 22. Oh, he will not go down.
Have to reshape those ankles.
Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Johnny Holton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll give the Titans a 1st down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Mariota on 1st down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And the wideout in motion. That was 2nd down run for Murray. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
They go play action here on 1st down. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Titans are going to have a first. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Back now in Nashville, all even as we get ready to start the fourth. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. A second down throw here for Mariota. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Mariota, and that is incomplete. So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Succop will put this one right through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to hit Jameis Olawale. And it's 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. And he powers his way up past the 30. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense.
All right, here we go.
Now Carr. This one caught left side by Cooper. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 26 yards on the pickup there. Good enough for an Oakland first down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Tackle made by Brian Arakpo. Here we go with 2nd and 7. They come up in an offset eye. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And he comes back with 1 complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One of the underappreciated aspects of great quarterbacks is their ability to sell fakes. And on draw plays, when they can sell the pass really hard to the defense and then hand it off, that's when that play's successful.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Mariota now on 2nd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Mariota here to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. In motion left, that's Jackson. Here's Mariota. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be spotted on the... Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. Fourth down, Mariota. And fights him off. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Brian Orakpo. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis...